So yeah, 2019 was a pretty big year for all of us. There were loads of amazing moments where I don't even have the words to describe it, but I think I've had a fantastic 2019 myself, and it's because of one reason. But let's rewind for a second. Back at the end of January, I turned the age of 19, which is a pretty big year for me, and in about 31 days time I'll be at the age of 20. I'll be in my 20s, which is kind of awesome, to be honest. And I gotta say, and there were loads of trailer reaction videos for me to react to throughout the past 12 months. Some trailers which I thought were good, and I thought the movie were going to be going to look amazing as well, and some which I thought probably not going to turn out so well, or probably have mixed feelings. Like for the two trailers for Cats, which had a lot of backlash, and the backlash was massive, and loads of negative reviews, and about 1 to 1.5 stars on IMDb, and probably in different newspapers and websites, and yeah, it did turn out to be a terrible movie. Probably Disasterpiece. I haven't even seen the movie yet, but the soundtrack itself was amazing, and Jennifer Hudson did a good job singing Memory from the musical itself. But let's put Cats aside. I know it's a Disasterpiece, and Tom Hooper is trying his best to redo it to make it look better, if you know what I mean. And it was a pretty good year for Disney as well. Disney doing their live-action remakes and CG remakes like Aladdin and The Lion King, which made me cry. And also their animated projects, both with Walt Disney Animation and Pixar Animation. Like, for example, Toy Story 4, like for these figures over here, like Bo Peep, Giggle McDimples, Forky, and Duke-a-Boom, Canadian. And yeah, I decided to go all Canadian for the release of Toy Story 4 on its opening weekend in IMAX. And it did turn out to be a huge success at the box office in the summertime. And it did turn out to be one of my favorite animated movies of 2019. And the same went for Frozen 2. It was a huge success by the time it hit theaters on November 22nd. And it's a worldwide phenomenon. Everyone still loves Frozen, and so do I. And as you saw in my Christmas Day vlog, I did get a few Frozen 2 gifts from my broski. You might want to look back on that. And one of the Frozen gifts that I decided to bring with me to probably end my 2019 video for New Year's Eve is Olaf. Because he likes warm hugs, and I'm probably going to give it to him right now. And yeah, and I did do a lot of videos on my YouTube channel, but every time I look back on them, I decide if they're good enough or probably a little bit bad. And yeah, there was a lot of stuff for me to do, including my college projects, and including my science fiction projects, and there will be some more Wilshire College projects coming out in the coming months on my YouTube channel, so you might want to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. And yeah, 2020 is going to be a very interesting year, and it's also the start of a new decade. And yep, I hope I have a fantastic 2020, and I think it's going to be a really good year for the history of cinema, and loads of new movies coming out. And I'm going to kick off the new year with my trailer reactions, starting off with the new trailer for A Quiet Place Part 2. And it does turn out to be scary. It's probably going to turn out to be a really scary sequel. And for those who have seen the first movie, a massive shout out to John Krasinski, who's in the director's chair again. And I'm also going to kick off the month of January with the new trailer for A New Mutants, because it has been delayed twice for two reasons. One, Fox and Marvel, licensed by Fox, had to do some reshoots, and I don't know why. And two, they had to change their release dates twice. And it's fine, like, to mess up sometimes and change the release dates like from April 2018 to August 2019 up to probably April or May 2020. And I think that it's also because of Fox's deal with Disney. And I'm hoping this turns out to be a really promising Marvel horror movie, because that's what the first trailer is described as. It has Anya Taylor-Joy, and it's from the director of The Fault in Our Stars, and he's trying to push Marvel to the horror genre. I don't even know, like, well, I can't wait to see what the new trailer looks like. And those are just a few trailers that I'm probably going to be reacting to in 2020. And yet, those are amazing. There are amazing movies coming out as well, like the release of Pixar's Onward with Chris Pratt and Tom Holland, which is coming out in March, and Pixar's second animated project, which is Soul, which is coming out in June, and the Trolls sequel, Trolls World Tour, which is coming out in March in the UK and April in the US. And those are just a few animated movies which are coming out, alongside Disney animated movie Raya and the Last Dragon, which is coming out in November, and we'll probably get a teaser trailer somewhere in February or March, I don't know, but just keep your eyes peeled, or subscribe to the Disney Animation Studios channel. And yeah, like I said again, 2020 is going to be a really interesting year, and the start of a new decade. Let's say it's the start of the 20s, not the late 20s, just a new generation of 20s, because that was the other, I don't know, it's probably like 10 decades old since the 1920s, and this is going to be the 2020s. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what 2020 brings us. And for those of you watching, and for those of you celebrating New Year's Eve tonight, have a fantastic New Year's Eve, and have a happy, happy, happy New Year, and a happy 2020. And I think that's it from me and Olaf. Subscribe today for new videos, and turn on those notifications, and follow me on my socials. The links are in the description box. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you.